Okay, next. The design requirements for a section of highway with a 1.5% grade are shown below. What is the downhill design braking distance for this highway? The design speed is 80 kilometers per hour. Coefficient of friction is 0.35. Driver reaction time is 2 seconds. Driver eye height is 1.2. Tapos object to be avoided, height is 0.2. Okay, so obviously, kapag sinabi mong braking distance or stopping sight distance, meron na tayong formula para dyan. Pero pakita natin kung paano ba nakuha yung formula na yun. So let's say, ito yung, ano natin, yung ground. Let's say, sloping up. Tapos, kunwari, ito yung sasakyan natin with an initial velocity of V1. Okay? Tapos, gusto natin mag-stop siya at a certain distance. Okay? So, dito ang velocity, or kahit hindi mag-stop, basta meron siyang final velocity dito. Okay? Tapos yung distance na yon na gusto natin, okay, tawagin natin na braking distance B. Okay? So, and then, ito ay merong grade kunwari na G. Grade, no? So, ibig sabihin yung slope. So, pag sinabi natin grade, ano lang din yan, slope. Which is, ano lang yan, rise over run. Okay? So, ngayon, to determine the distance B, also, merong friction no, na involved. So, merong friction. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, para ma-define natin equation nila, we will apply energy equation. Okay, so sa point 1, tawagin ko tong point 1. Ito naman tawagin kong point. Sa point 1, ang meron lang tayo energy dyan is kung halimbawa gagamitin natin to as our datum, no? Yung point 1. Wala rin datum. Okay? So sa point 2, ang meron lang tayo dyan is kinetic energy, no? Which is 1 half mv1 squared. Okay? Tapos sa point 2, so hindi pa pala tayo pupunta ng point 2, minus muna yung work done ng friction. So ang work done ng friction is bali yung force times yung displacement. So in this case, ang displacement natin is yung braking distance B. Okay? So equals, so parang ano parang asiwa tignan yung B. So gamitin ko na lang na S sub B. SB. Okay? So yun yung braking distance. So yun yung work done ng friction. Equal sa lahat ng energy sa point 2. Ano ba yung energy sa point 2? So meron pa rin tayong kinetic o halimbawang gumagalaw pa rin yan. Tapos meron na tayo dito ngayon na potential energy. Meron kasing height. Okay? So dahil merong height, tawagin natin itong height na to na h. So meron din tayo dyan plus mgh. Okay? So ang tanong ngayon, ano yung h? So kung merong grade na binigay, di ba ang sabi ko kayo na ang grade ay rise over run. So ang rise natin ay h, no? Tapos ang run natin is supposedly ito, no? Kaya lang dahil madalas yung roadway natin is very small lang naman yung grade. Kaya pwede na lang din na ang gamitin natin itong distance na to, which is yung SB. Okay? So lumalabas h is grade times yung braking distance. Okay? So palitan na natin. 1 half mv1 squared minus force ng friction times yung braking distance equals 1 half mv2 squared plus mg times g times the braking distance. Okay? And then, what about yung friction? Ano yun? So kapag inanalyze natin yung sasakyan, kaya yung sasakyan, meron siyang, di ba meron ditong weight, no? Tapos meron ditong um, normal force, no? Tapos andito yung friction. Okay? So hindi ba yung friction ano lang mu times n or friction factor times n, no? Or coefficient of friction times n. Okay? So now, as we can see, kapag ginamit natin to as our horizontal axis and our vertical axis, okay, at dinrawing natin yung free body diagram niya, okay, so nandito ngayon yung force ng friction, nandito ngayon yung N, okay, tapos nandito ngayon yung weight. Okay? So, lumalabas kasi dito na kung ito ay merong grade na G, no? Kung ito ay merong grade na G, dapat yung, I mean, may slope na G ito. Slope ay G. Dapat yung slope ng N ay 1 over G kasi ano siya eh, perpendicular sila, no? Dahil perpendicular sila. So, also, dahil ang slope nito ay 1 over G with respect sa horizontal, or gawin na lang sa siguro natin, angles para hindi nakakalito. So, ito ay angle theta. So, ito rin ay angle theta, no? So, ibig sabihin, yung W natin is merong angle theta. Tapos, yung theta na yun is, ano rin, slope din yun. Ayan, no? Equal lang din siya sa tangent. Yung grade natin is equal lang din sa tangent theta. Okay? So, lumalabas ngayon that from this scenario, we have we can solve for n in terms of W, no? So kapag nag-summation of forces ka, y, yung n natin is upward, downward naman yung W, so W cosine theta is equal to 0. So lalabas yung n is W, which is mg, no? Cosine of theta. So yun yung magiging equivalent sa n. So therefore, yung friction natin will be mg cosine theta, yan yung n natin, times yung friction factor, F. Okay? So pwede natin ito palitan, no? Pwede natin yan palitan. Okay? So siguro dahil naging specific na ako dun sa angle, ang gawin na lang natin dito is gamitin natin yung original na relationship. So wag natin gamitin itong SB. Okay? Ay, sorry. Ito pala. So dapat talaga dito, ang totoong nito, ang totoong ratio nito, hindi SB eh. Kasi hypotenuse yung SB. So gawin na lang natin itong X. Okay? Or we can also equate this to tangent theta, if you want to. No? In terms ng tangent theta. So lalabas lang dito, yung H natin ay X tangent theta, no? Or XG. No? So lagay ko na lang dito muna X. Okay, and let's substitute everything. So tingnan natin ano mangyayari. So 1 half mv1 squared minus ang F natin ay mg cosine theta times F times SB is equal to 1 half mv2 squared plus mgh. Okay, yung h natin is ginawa kong gx. Okay? Or siguro wag na lang gx. Pwede rin kasi nagamit yung SB, we can define h, no? So, 'di ba using this triangle, no, yung h natin can be defined in terms of SB. So that is actually h is equal to, kung ito ay theta, no? H is equal to SB sine of theta. So yun na lang siguro. Tingnan natin kung ano mangyayari. So we have mg times SB sine of theta. Ayan. Okay? And as you can see here, lahat sila may m. So magka-cancel na yung m. Okay? So cancel na yung m. And then, let's try to solve for SB. So pagsamahin natin sa isang side ng equation yung SB, tapos sa kabilang side lahat ng walang SB. So bali, may iwan dito 1 half So may iwan dito 1 half V1 squared. Tapos ito lipat natin, minus 1 half V2 squared. Tapos ito lipat sa kabila, magiging equal sa G cosine theta F SB plus G SB sin theta. Okay? And then, let's try to factor out yung mga common factors. So, pagbalik na rin ko ha. So, i-factor out natin yung SB, pati yung G. Tapos may iwan sa loob ay F cosine theta plus sin theta is equal to, ito naman ay 1 half V1 squared minus V2 squared. Ayan. Okay? And then, ano magandang gawin? In order for us to have the G, no? Para magkaroon tayo ng grade, no? Para magkaroon ng grade, we can probably factor out cosine. So, magiging SB cosine theta times G plus F plus sin theta over cosine theta. Ayan. Okay? And then, that would give us 1 half V1 squared minus V2 squared. Okay? And then, as we can see, itong sine over cosine, yan ay tangent. Ito ay tangent. Kaya ito rin yung G. So, pwede natin palitan to ng G. And then, itong part na to, yan na ngayon yung ano natin, yung X natin. Ayan yung X natin. So, yun yung horizontal distance. Okay? Okay? And then, from there, we can solve for in terms of X. So, ito, papalitan ko na to ng G. Yan na rin yung G. So, we have X is equal to V1 squared minus V2 squared over, may 2 sa ilalim, may G sa ilalim, 2G F plus G. So that's why ito yung formula natin sa breaking distance. Okay, tas actually ano to plus or minus, no? So negative ito kung downhill. Okay, kung downhill siya, no? So anyway, sa problem na to, we are given naman the design speed. So kumbaga, ito yung V1, ito yung coefficient of friction, tapos merong reaction time. Okay, tapos ito hindi natin ito kailangan for this problem. Okay, so sabi niya, may grade din na binigay, pero sabi niya, downhill yan, kaya negative yan. No? So ibig sabihin, yung braking distance, pag sinabing braking, ibig sabihin yung V2 is 0 na. Okay? So therefore, we will have the braking distance would be 80. So gawin lang natin tong meter per second. Divide natin ng 3.6 squared minus 0 squared over 2 times 9.81 times F, 0.35. Tapos dahil downhill, negative, no? 0.015. Okay, and this would give us okay, that gives us 75.13 meters. Okay? Now, may sagot dyan, 75. Pero bakit ganon? Hindi natin nagamit yung driver reaction time. So, yung ibig sabihin ba doon, hindi natin gagamitin driver reaction time. So, ganito yan. Kapag ang sinabi sa inyo ay braking distance, ang inahanap lang sa inyo is at the moment na nakapag-apply ka na ng brake, hanggang sa tumigil ka, yun yung braking distance. Kumbaga parang ganito. Di ba, meron ka kunwari obstruction. Okay? So, nandito ka, no? Nandito ka. So, ito ngayon yung nakita mo yung obstruction. Okay? So, syempre, meron ka pa munang reaction time. So, yun nga. So, ibig sabihin, gagalaw ka pa rin at the same speed for a short period of time. So, ito ngayon yung ano natin, reaction time or reaction distance. Distance during reaction time. Okay, tapos dito ka pala mag-umpisang mag-break. Ha? Para pagdating mo dito, zero ka na. So, ito ngayon yung na-compute natin na x, no? Which is yung braking distance. So kapag braking distance, hindi mo na isasama yung distance during your reaction time. Kasi meron tayong ibang tawag doon. Ang tawag natin mula dito hanggang dito, yun yung stopping sight distance. Okay, S. So yung stopping sight distance yung tinatanong, that would be yung distance dito which is yung V lang, V1 times yung reaction time plus yung braking distance. No, kung halimbawa ang stopping sight distance ang tinatanong, eto, dadagdagan pa natin ng 2 seconds times yung initial speed. So ito dapat yung sagot, 120. Kung stopping sight distance, ano? Ito yung sagot. Kaya lang ang tanong niya, braking distance. Kaya ang sagot natin, wala yung reaction. Ito lang, 75. So that's why our answer here would be 75. Okay? So this is actually correct. Alright, and that's how we answer this problem. So again, pwede naman nakabisaduhin nyo na lang to para mas mabilis. No? So yun talaga yung pinaka maganda dyan.